Hello everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to 2021. In this video I'm going to show you how I made these No-Knead Guinness Beer Bread rolls. Let's get baking. These are the ingredients you'll need. I will also leave a list of exact quantities in the video description for you. To begin, I have a large Corningware dish, but you can use a large mixing bowl. For this recipe, I'm using a 440ml tin of Guinness, which equates to 14.9 fluid ounces. The beauty of this recipe is you can experiment with whatever beer you like. If you have less beer than 440ml, you can make the difference up with a little water. I'm using Guinness because I love the colour and flavour the beer imparts to the bread. I like to start with the liquid and empty the can first. Next, I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. I'm using Himalayan pink salt for this recipe. Then we are going to add a 7-gram packet of instant yeast and stir to combine. You can also use a 1/4 teaspoon measurement. Next, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of molasses. The sweetness will balance the flavour, add to the colour, and also provide food for the yeast. I like to spray the measuring spoon with a little neutral cooking oil first, as this prevents the molasses from sticking to the spoon. Now that all our wet ingredients are incorporated, it's time to add the flour. 3½ cups of bread flour. You can use all-purpose flour, but I use bread flour as it was specifically designed for bread. Using the handle end of a wooden spoon, I'm now going to mix the wet and dry ingredients until they combine to form a ball. Now that the wet and dry ingredients are incorporated, I'm going to use a spatula to scrape the sides for any ingredients that were not combined. I'm now going to cover this with plastic wrap and place it in the refrigerator. You can let it proof overnight up to 24 hours, but for this recipe I left it for 2½ days as I wanted to get the maximum benefit of a long proofing time to develop flavour and minimise kneading. After proofing for 2½ days, the dough has more than doubled in size. Next, we need to transfer the dough to a floured surface. As you can see, the long proofing time has developed the gluten, and the stringy texture of the dough shows us that time has done the kneading for us. I add a little flour and pat the dough to shape and stop it from sticking. I'm shaping this in a rectangle shape so that it is easy to portion. You can also bake just the one loaf as it is, but I'm doing dinner rolls which will complement any meal. These can also be frozen for consuming later. After dividing the dough into 8 portions, it's now time to shape the individual rolls. Shaping the dinner rolls is easier than trying to explain how to. I pinch and stretch the dough from the sides and place it into the centre until a round roll is formed. I then turn the roll over and using the inner palms of my hands, shape the roll into a circle. This then gets transferred on my baking tray lined with a silicone mat. Our rolls are now ready to proof for a second time. We need to cover with a dry kitchen towel and allow to proof for half an hour and preheat the oven to 230 degrees C or 450 degrees Fahrenheit. After half an hour the rolls have risen and it's now time to place the rolls into the oven for 20 minutes to cook. It's been 20 minutes and the bread is done. Whilst the bread does appear overbaked, I can assure you it tastes amazing. The outside is crunchy, doesn't have a burnt taste, and the crumb on the inside is light, fluffy, and has that Guinness flavour and a hint of molasses. Let me know in the comments if you try this recipe, what beer you use and how it turns out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, leave a comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time on Frankie's Fire.